wins. This is coming from within. I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 20. Brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Indianapolis Colts. His first carry. And some space here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
This is Hines, and he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now Brissett, escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. On first down, Wentz. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Wentz. And an alley to run. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 44-yard line. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No.
And this is going to be intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at their 49-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Play action now. Brissett. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Brissett. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Keep playing on 7. Brings up 3rd and 3. Let's get it.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They run with Hines. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
4th and 1.
And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set it. Hey, Charlie. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wentz. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, kill it. Hey, kill it. Move.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He'll let this go for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Hey, high 7.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Check it back, check it back. Hey, Ford, told you.
On play action, it's Wentz. He's going to let this go. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. In for the score. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and that'll make it 3rd down.
3rd down and 14.
Let's go now. 15 on it. 15 on it. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. 6, 4, 3, 31. Set. Cut. Pause.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And it's complete. Hooper. That's good for 28 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Here we go. Touch game. Tight. Check 24. Check 24.
1st down, Brissett. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there, and I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt. So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Campbell making the catch. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Wentz now on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. Throwing on first is Wentz. This is caught. Watkins. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Sammy Watkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Brissett now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. It's 3rd and long for Brissett. And the pressure gets to him again. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taking it about the 16. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch the run. They're running it.
Throwing is Wentz. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And now another one thrown incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brissett got a man. That's Richie James. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll throw now on the final play. And going deep for Hill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
You think you're going to get this? Watch twitch. Watch
Wynn's going to try and throw on third. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding third and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, it's Hines. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Here's Hines. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
He's crashing.
Here's Brissett. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. To throw is Brissett. Flushed out right. That's complete to Marlon Mack. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also move the sticks.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. They run again with Hines. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position, so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
And 8 yards to go.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Check safety, check safety.
On first down, it's Hines. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13, Brissett. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they have regained the lead. It was his 3rd field goal now in the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives them the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start on the ground with Madison. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Another carry now for Madison. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. The Steelers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Wentz. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Draw play, Madison. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 2nd and 1, Wentz. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Here's Madison running on first down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Going to run with Madison again. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The Steelers on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. We're set now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Hines. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At the 48.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Brissett. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
A first down throw for Brissett. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. One
play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Wentz to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. It's a gain of 5, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off right around the 43 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming. Check 3, go.
Brissett looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Here's Hines on a toss play. And he'll get this down only to the 18. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their 2nd-year kicker. 3 for 3 so far, and a 4th would win it. The home crowd here absolutely loves it, as they should, getting the field goal in the closing moments and likely going to get out of here with a W.
A W, celebrations all around. How about how everyone's going to leave this stadium, right? And you know something? He probably makes more money than most of the 60,000 people here, but they're all willing to buy him dinner tonight, aren't they?
Oh, they don't care. He's a man of the people right now.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a